In case you never know, Kapupa Tayan and the go we make your pants up. Dang dang, diddling, make your pants up. That's summer,
I Shanty Town within in New York. You don't know, yo, me locked and tune in. bboxradio.com, yo. Shanty Town, yo, Tony Conqueror, them are the big man, yo. You don't know the thing, shit.
Tuned in to Shanty Town Radio. This is bboxradio.com. Tony Conqueror here every Thursday night, 10 p.m. to midnight. Sweet reggae music vibes each and every time. Got special guests on the line. It's Philip from the band EarthKry. Greetings.
All of us are here. Alden here, lead singer and guitarist. Yeah, man, blessed.
Oh, okay.
Blake, bass player and supporting vocalist. Greetings, Q and Cunningham, drum and supporting vocalist. Everybody there.
Ah, okay. You got the whole gang here. Okay. Well, yeah. Greetings, brethren. So, yes, you folks are you're currently on a U.S. tour, right? Traveling away from your home base on Hope Road, Kingston, for a while.
Yeah.
Third time in the U.S., right?
Yeah.
So, what's your impression of it now, like in the current condition that the United States is? Because you've traveled a lot of different places in the U.S. thus far.
Oh, yeah. I mean, most of the time we're not seeing the news, but the little that we've been seeing about the whole separating of the families and Donald Trump and so forth. I mean, it's what you would driving around in the US, we'll go to some states, you see, some people support the government, then we'll go to another state, people there are against it and I think. When it comes out to politics in America, I think it runs deeper than what we see on the television, you know what I mean? So I'm not, personally for me, I'm not the type that quick to run the first thing I hear, because I love to do in-depth research on what's really going on, you know what I mean? But our music itself always touch on social convention issues like these, you know what I mean? End of the day, we won't support separating a young child from their family and so forth, you know what I mean? I don't think nobody could support that, you know what I mean?
No, of course.
Yeah, no, but end of the day, as artists, we have people who like our music who support him, and I have people who support the other party so our music is really to kind of bridge that gap and tear down those walls that kind of creating this kind of division in the country, which everybody should know. Together, any entity, any country, any business is stronger when people are together. And when it's divided, there's the likely chance that it will fall, So we hope, there can be some sort of common ground everybody can have an understanding, Because sometimes politics here and also back home in Jamaica is all about the gaining dollars for a small percentage of people, we know who those people are. So, the big question we have to ask, who's really gaining from all of these, Because when we see that the headlines is one thing, but there are those in the background who we don't know who are influencing a lot of these decisions and these actions, so... Yeah, it's sad, but we have to try our best and let's do our best so we can have the moment to kind of, enlighten the world about what's going on,
Yeah, of course. And you have a very, enlightened approach to it, is that you want to break down the walls, regardless of, what they believe, but find a commonality, That's the great thing about reggae music,
Yeah, man, definitely. Always have been.
Of course. And you're all of your education has been in music. The core members of the group formed in college, right? And the Manly Music College. Are there many Jamaicans pursuing like a formal music education in Jamaica? Because
more than. Yeah, we've seen a shift where that is concerned. Most of the younger musicians are getting themselves educated and exposed to different types of music. Not only music in Jamaica, Jamaican music, but world music, you know. So there's been a shift, you know. Thus having a little fusion in the reggae these days, you know.
For sure, yeah. Because it seems like a career path for a lot of Jamaicans historically, you know, with Alpha Boys School and everything like that, you know. And well,
yeah, man.
One of you said in a past interview that you mentioned that there's kind of a lack of reggae music history taught in school, just in basic, you know, schools, basic education. Do you feel that's still the case in Jamaica?
Yeah. I mean, up to a couple days ago, we were having a discussion with Light Stanberg about, you know, what we think regularly at first. It should be this is our opinion. It should be mandatory in the schools from the very basic stage. You know, the culture, not just reggae music, but our culture. You know what I mean? Because a lot of the younger generation now don't really know their history and know the culture. You know, when we come out here in the different parts of the world, you know, we've been around the world and see how big our culture is and the type of dollars our culture is bringing into other economies and not ours. You know what I mean? So I strongly think that there's a lot of need right now for action to be taken for our culture and our music. You understand? From the basic stage, there should be a regulation of what type of music being played on the radio, as in between foreign and local music. Because right now, if you're in Jamaica and you search in the radio station, you struggle to find reggae music on the radio station, where you find a lot of foreign music, you know what I mean? So I think we have it we have it upside down, you know what I mean? And if as a former teacher, I would play like a Burning Spear or Peter Tosh music, and children that don't know who is Peter Tosh, they don't know his Bonuel, and I mean that you'll find a kid from Netherlands or France that come to recording RJ recording studio, and they want Sly and they want Dwight Pitney, and they know the history, you understand, unlike us there. So there's a great need for that education right now, man.
Now, in other interviews, I get the vibe that you guys are very much functioning as a group, a real collaborative, instead of musicians seeing themselves as, you know, hired guns, you know, or you know, formed by a money man behind the scenes, you know, like somebody mentioned in another interview, you know, there wasn't like a guy with a bag of money that came and formed this group. It was, you know, like a real concentrated effort between everybody in the group, you know?
Yeah, man, we have to function as a well-oiled machine, you know, because as you say, we say in another interview, there is no there's no financial backing behind EarthKry right now. So everything is done ourselves. Every man know them role. Every man, we work together as a team. Them say 2 heads are better than one, and if 4 heads put together, then you know it's a great things when come together. Especially if the 4 minds have the same concept and the same vision. You understand? So that's how we function and carry our thing and go through. You understand?
Okay, you mentioned self-contained groups, because some of our biggest influence are like Whalers, Steel Pulse, you know, those groups back in the days, Black Uhuru, a whole heap, you know what I mean? The Temptations, not just reggae groups, you know, Earth, Wind and Fire. And see the type of legacy they create, you know, you understand? If we want to have the type of legacy, then we have to prepare to go through the struggles, especially the early stages. Because what we are doing is roots music, especially, and it's not mainstream. It's not the type of mainstream that you will hear every day on the radio. You understand? So you have to be willing to battle it out and do that grinding and groundwork yourself until you gain that fan base. You know what I mean?
Organic.
And we're doing it organically, man. We don't have no money back in us and thing. We just pull together our strength and let's do what we have to do, you know what I mean? And believe in what we're doing, you know what I mean? And thankfully, people love what we're doing, and the fans, the media may not catch on to it yet, but the fans is pushing us, you know?
Yeah, and that's how it's always been, you know, always been a grassroots thing, you know? You guys are promoting this album, this new album that's come out, Survival. So how is this different from the EP, the Hard Road EP, released back in 2015?
Well, the storyline is that what the idea of the album was supposed to be a continuation of the EP, as we have said back in the past. But time go along and we have different experiences and different influences. And we sing about the experiences that we encounter daily on the road or just throughout life. So we had for lack of a better word, let me say an epiphany to go a different route with the album. So this album now, Survival System, is now talking about the different struggles and the different systems that each person all over the different parts of the world faces, you know, depending on the type of struggle. We sing songs to inspire people, no matter what struggles you're going through, that you can still come out. Just keep your head focused and keep dreaming and move forward. You understand? So that was the route that we decided to go with the album.
Survive these times.
Yeah, man, survive these times, because these times are perilous times.
I think the music applies to everybody. No, white, black, Christian, Muslim, East, West, North, South, wherever you be. Everybody can relate to it, you know.
And you've traveled all over the world, Middle East, right? Europe, United States, and you've always expressed concern for the reggae vibes in Jamaica as opposed to what you've seen in different places. There's difference all over the world. Reggae is celebrated, but the concern from you seems to be that there's less love for reggae culture in its homeland in Jamaica now.
Yeah, man, a real thing. Like certain things I see from our culture in different countries, as I said earlier. Like we went to even Reggae Gill and we see them have a dancehall tent and a dub area in the woods. I mean, Skia like go way back from the early Skia mentor rock steady. We don't have that back in Jamaica. I mean, right now we're not eating out against dancehall, but dancehall is more the thing, like in Jamaica. Like the message of roots rock reggae is like it's very small in Jamaica right now. So our aim is to maintain our roots and try to let it spread right across the world, not only in France and Europe. I mean, back in our homeland in the Caribbean, we need to have this back again, you know?
Well, what do you think needs to change to make that possible in Jamaica?
And I think this whole structure of art, remember, as we were saying earlier, the youth from the beginning stage, I think they have to be exposed to the culture and the roots. Just like when we're in Qatar, it's mandatory for the children there to learn their culture and things about their culture.
How they wear.
And how they integrate foreign stuff with their culture, so they don't sell out their own culture. We need to have that in our country. Understand the importance of what we have. We are here watching television, watching Fox, and then we see advertisement to do a Dan Penn playing no watching the real estate thing. Yeah. This is we see Lee Scotchford Heineken advertisement.
No, Guinness.
Guinness. Yeah.
Just say somebody with Sister Nancy tune a while ago, just not long a while.
Yeah, and this is how big reggae music is. But back home, and roots reggae in a sense, back home, I don't think they see that way. Number one, a lot of the times the DJs are the one that own the record labels, are the producers. DJs are playing what they produce. Mm-hmm. You understand? Are we know of the Piola system? People, somebody come and can fund the money and eat, no matter what's the quality of the product. If you have the money, you can get the thing out there. Mm-hmm. And then we know who doing the organic roots, what the world still requires reggae. The reggae sound, struggle to get airplay, struggle to get attention. Because if you check the media in Jamaica, there's always some sort of controversy that is kind of taking up the airwave. You understand? Instead of the
positive message.
Right, exactly.
Music.
And then we go and put out articles and complain why Just Stone is number one on the Billboard, why Revolution is selling 40,000 copies, because we are not taking advantage of our culture. So the whole diaspora from the government, the whole education system in the school,
needs to be regulated.
Everything needs a whole overall and see where we need to start from. In South Africa, it's 90% local music, 10% foreign music.
Now,
You understand?
do you think they don't take it seriously enough? The what do you call it? The Jamaican like ministry? Do they have a minister of culture in Jamaica? No.
Because remember now, people, alright, for example, people in Ministry of Entertainment are people who went to universities as degrees, even degrees in probably something else, medicine or whatever, or law. Not necessarily people who are passionate about the culture, and not necessarily people who have knowledge of how the music business work and things that we need to do to capitalize on our culture. You understand? That's one thing. And then there's a whole bag of politics that go on behind that. You know what I mean? So it's a whole battle here we try to fight, you know what I mean? So
Everybody try to save them own fact.
yeah, and then if you look at the reggae shows, you know, like Raging Fire put on a festival every year they call Wiki Waki. They struggle to get sponsor. But EDM shows, EDM, you realize
Jamaica.
in Jamaica, get a lot of sponsors and it's packed. You know, so we know to look at what we prioritize, you know what I mean? So it's a struggle, you know what I mean?
Carnival time, road lock off.
Carnival, big road lock off, you know, yeah.
And when it's time for a reggae show, it's a problem. You can't get nothing. So it have to really start. We have to start actually make a change in the younger generation, but it also have to do with the government heads or the people who are control the radio. As we said, this jacket on producer, and if you want your tune get played upon the radio, you have to sing on a rhythm with the disc jacket bill. So it's a thing like that is a control right now. So that man, whoever is the disc jacket, think about theme packet. So him produce some rhythms, get some artists on it, and him play it as much as him want because that is money for him. Understand? So if us now who are producing our music ourselves, we're creating everything from scratch. We don't need no radio disc jack producer to do anything for us. So
Yeah.
it's going to be hell for us to get on the radio like that. You understand? But yet we are out there in the world touching places, seeing countries that enough artists their yard can go are not reach yet. But we are not getting that attention.
Yeah.
You understand? But that's just how it is for reggae.
Yeah.
Profit has no one in his own.
Yeah, exactly. You know what I mean?
So how long is this? How long is the tour in the U.S.?
It's about a month and a couple days, then we leave to Europe.
Yeah, because our last show in the US is July 3rd, and then we head to Europe after that.
Oh, okay. Now what cities will you be going to in the U.S. still?
Remaining, we're in Dallas now. We performed at Gas Monkey last night. Tomorrow we head to
Arizona.
replacement.
To Tucson.
Tucson, then Phoenix, then Las Vegas, then California, then head back to North Carolina, then Massachusetts. Yeah.
Massachusetts.
Yeah, and then
To Europe.
Then Europe.
Portugal.
No show in New York.
No, probably September.
Okay.
September.
All right.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
That'll be good.
Come on.
All right, so everybody listening, talking to EarthKry tonight, and the new album is called Survival. They're currently on tour in the U.S. until the first week of July, and then they'll be in Europe. So anybody listening in the U.S., where can they find you upon the internet if they want to find out if you'll be in their city?
We're all over the internet and all the different social mediums out there. So Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube,
or the
website earthkrymusic.com. So that's EARTHKRY, the same handle for everything for Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and YouTube. So if you want to know where we're going to be next, the schedule, the tour schedule is posted on our Instagram page, especially or the website, so you can just check it out there.
Okay, good. So that's EarthKry with a K. Check that out. Yeah, man. Very, very enlightening conversation. I could tell you bring a lot of love and a lot of intelligence to what you do. Very, very good to talk to you guys tonight.
Yeah, man. Give thanks for having us, you know what I mean?
It's a pleasure, you know?
Yeah, we have to give big respect to people like you who kind of highlighted groups like us and, you know, and have that passion for reggae music. And you're not Jamaican, right?
No, I was born here in America.
You guys reach out to us, and then, you know, in Jamaica is a struggle, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So we have to give big respect to that, you know what I mean?
Well, the honor have to come from outside of Jamaica before Jamaica accept you, you know. That's how it's always been. A good man is never honored in his own country.
Well, I've always felt that reggae music is it's the musical language of oppressed people throughout the world, or just, you know, people that want to embrace love and not hate, you know?
Yeah, man.
And
that's
universal.
That's the meaning of EarthKry, you know? You know, we came up with the name because we wanted to be the voice of those who do have the voice. It was the cry of the people of the earth, you know? And all of us come from similar communities, similar background, you know, and we have seen the struggles, you know, and then, so when we decided to do music and do it our own music, we decided to represent those people, because that's how the music will become true to us, you know what I mean? But when we actually write from experience and talk from experience, you know what I mean? So, you say that, I guess we're doing the right thing then.
Yes. Yes, I give thanks for that. EarthKry here on Shanty Town, B-Box Radio. So we're going to get into Philosophy and Tables Turn from that album. Brand new thing from EarthKry. Album is called Survival. Give thanks once again, brethren.
Bless the Lord.
Bless.